On Daybreak, and today the Buffalo AKG is opening a special exhibition that features poetry, portraits, and prose from 3 local artists, all in response to the mass shooting at Tops on May 14th.
Daybreak's Alexandra Rios-Melvilla spoke to the artists about how this exhibit came to be.
We searched for the words in the music. We sang the same songs at the same time as if they were the gospel.
This exhibit is called Before and After Again.
How do we even figure out how to talk about this?
It deals with the Tops tragedy on 5/14 in Buffalo.
We hugged in the streets like old friends despite the new wounds.
Jillian Hainsworth is Buffalo's first laureate. She made a series of 14 poems, 7 of them featured here.
When I was writing it, I was just imagining being outside on Jefferson and listening to music and, you know, sitting down with people on milk crates on the corner and just talking to them, handing out food, and just really using that togetherness to try to make our way through the grief.
Julia Bottoms is a portrait and visual artist. She created 22 paintings about grief and loss, but also joy and humanity.
Less about fixating on the words, I really tried to capture the spirit of what was shared.
Some of the portraits are of models and mock-ups.
A lot of them had their own individual stories unrelated to Jefferson Avenue, but they brought, stories of grief and loss as well.
But others are of actual family members. Her still life work looks at the history of Buffalo.
There is a real racial divide in Buffalo that people feel very uncomfortable talking about, putting together the clues and the pieces.
Things like redlining, food scarcity, and healthcare access for Black people.
I think all of those factors played into what happened that day, and those have to be acknowledged as well.
We honor our ancestor Andre and his love for his family.
Curator, photographer, and writer Tiffany Gaines wrote a 150-word prose piece naming the Buffalo 10.
May we remember to cherish our loved ones and never take their love for granted.
She highlighted each person by the impact that they made on the family and community.
Kind of pull a lesson that I felt we could all carry with us going forward to honor their memory, but also honor the life that they lived.
All 3 artists sat down with the family members affected by 5/14 to understand the people whose lives were stolen.
What made them laugh and what their favorite colors were.
Things that made them special and the things that, they really cherished about them. Those moments that you don't think about when you're in them, but then you look back and you reflect and you're like, that was a beautiful moment.
Because this exhibit isn't about the tragedy, but more of a celebration of the people. This is a space to also think about your grief and experience so you don't have to feel so alone in this journey. The show opens this morning at 10 and it is completely free. Later in the evening at 7, Gerald Whitfield, Ebony White, and Mark Talley, who are all survivors, will also join to speak about the activism they created in the community since this tragedy. Now later in April, the Buffalo AKG will come out with a book that will feature all of the artwork in this exhibit plus some. The price will be around $7 each. The show is, again, up now until September 30th, so there's a lot of opportunity for the community to see the exhibit whenever you are ready to see it. Melissa and Pete.
Yeah, art can be so powerful. Thank you very much, Alex.
Really beautiful works of art.